Welcome to the Before You Plan the Magic podcast. I'm Sam.
And I'm MK, and we're two travel agent besties on a mission to help you grow more confidence, creativity, and customer service within your travel business.
Like what you hear? Connect with us on Instagram at The Happiest Things Co. for more. Good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
Yay. So, we've made it to the middle of the week. I'm glad that we're here today.
Squeaking by, y'all.
We're crawling.
Is a struggle.
We're clawing, but we're making it.
Have you guys seen the memes that talk about how January is like a whole year between December and February?
Yeah,
That is very much how January feels, especially when I have a Disney trip coming up in like a week and a half.
I hate the month of January. I always have. It's cold. It's dark. There's nothing to do. It ain't for me. It ain't for me.
Sounds like this is not it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about DTA.
Yes.
Valentine's Day foodie guide, which, number one, I love a foodie guide. Number two, Valentine's Day, that means desserts.
Mm-hmm.
I love to see what little fun desserts that they have.
Okay, can I talk about the one that I've already decided that I didn't have a Disney Springs time for? But so if anyone has seen, go to my Instagram, see pictures of my husband. He is Carl Fredricksen in the flesh, and they have a Carl and Ellie cake at Amaret's, and I'm like, we're going to have to go get that and a Lego set, which is like what we do when we go to Disney Springs, which I didn't have a plan to do on this trip, but here we are.
It would be really cute for Valentine's Day. You guys could go and make the little custom minifigures at the Lego.
So last time I was in the Lego store, they didn't have the thing open. But the thing is, we've got one like 12 minutes from our house here in Virginia Beach, so we can always go do that there too. That's also right next to the Williams-Sonoma, which as a cooking girly, if I could just go live in that part of town for like a week and buy all the things, I would. We would have no space in our house, but I would buy all the things. So
yeah, I think so. In my little podunk town, we don't have no Williams-Sonoma, but I have been there like once, and it was a fantabulous sight to behold. There were so many cooking things, and I love kitchen gadgets.
They have a double Mickey waffle maker, which I have decided. So our waffle maker broke over Christmas. Josh tried to carry too many things this whole thing, and I was like, "That's okay that you broke the waffle maker. You can just buy me a new one that is Disney themed." And he was like,
"This one, please."
I was like, "Yes, this is the one I would like." So that is what he will be doing at some point. Has it happened yet? No. Have we needed to make waffles yet? Also no. So it's like not a big deal, but that's very besides the point. But yeah, minifigures are cute. Disney Springs is great, and this Carl and Ellie cake is adorbs.
Yeah, you need to get it. Okay, the Garden Rocks lineup was announced yesterday. I was looking through here. There are some returning favorites, of course, some new people, and some people that I'm like, question mark? Interesting choice. So, backstory. My dad is a huge concert guy. He loves live music, which is kind of, I guess, where I get it from. But he hates, well, I can't say he hates Disney World. He's never been there. He's never been, even when he goes to Orlando with us, he won't go into the parks. So, but Blue October, one of his favorite bands, is performing in Epcot. And I'm like, I wonder
just
if we
can make it through International Gateway. Like, go in the back way.
Yeah.
And tell him, like, Dad, you can hang out at this resort, and then we're just gonna go have lunch and watch a concert. And then, like, if you want to leave, you can.
I won't even tell him it's in the theme park. I'll just say the amphitheater is just this way. There's an amphitheater down that way, and we're gonna walk down from Yacht Club. We'll just walk over from Yacht Club. He'll never even notice that we're going into a theme park.
Until he has to scan a magic band. Or
no. I'll just say, put your finger up there, and then I'll scan the magic band really secretively.
Is he someone that's going to be like high key skeptical though, and be like, "Why are they getting my fingerprint?" Or not really? Because I definitely know people like that are like, "Mah."
No.
Which I personally find a fascinating part of Disney World because now they have partial fingerprints on literally anyone who's visited, which, as someone with safety concerns, I don't mind, actually.
They did the face testing. Were you guys ever a part? No?
What happened? What was that?
So it was like, I think it was like 2022 maybe. They were testing like facial recognition to scan into the parks. And so they have our faces. They have mine and my husband's and my son's.
So, have you guys used your passports anytime in the past year?
I don't have a passport.
Okay, so a fun, like, interesting fact. So you don't, if you go on a Disney cruise, going Disney cruise, like path, you can go with a birth certificate, but it's much easier to go with a passport because if something were to go sideways and you need to come back, anyways, they now do facial recognition when you like go through customs. It's wild. Like they don't have to scan your passport. They literally just have like a facial Badoo thing if you've got a passport. It's very bizarre.
That's what they do
were
for
doing that at the airport.
Yeah, they do it for TSA pre-check now too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they just do it for everybody at ours. Now, we are a very military heavy airport, so I'm thinking that might be why. But yeah, you like walk up in front of the thing. They do it at Orlando too. The Orlando airport had the same facial thing.
Okay. So back to Garden Rocks. Got off a little bit there. This is a really great way of kind of enticing those people that might not be like big theme park lovers, but they are music lovers, because there is a ton of different variety of performers on this list. Jody Messina. Okay, I'm a 90s country girl. I'm not a today's country girl, but I'm a 90s country girl, and I want to see Jody Messina so badly. That seems like it'd be so much fun. And like, also millennial plain white tees. But there's also like 38 Special, there's Air Supply, there's so many different genres of music. So that is a great thing that you can be like making sure your people know about that, because I bet that there's only a tiny, tiny, tiny percentage of people that know that this is even a thing, and that you can just go to Epcot and there's boom, a concert going on, and it's not extra to see the concert. It's included in your park ticket.
And with that, if somebody has dining plan and that concert's important to them, you can always do a concert as a a Garden Rocks dining package as well. The other thing I love about Flower and Garden is that I feel like it's the festival that appeals to the widest range of people, which I think is intentional considering that's what's there during spring break and stuff. But I don't currently have a trip planned during Flower and Garden, and I'm gunning to get one on the books because I'm like, I like, it's my favorite. I love the topiaries. There's just so much to see. But if you have people that already have a trip planned, go check and see what artist is going to be there when they're there, just so that you can at least let them know that. Like last year, I had people there, and let's see, I saw who. Let's see, the Pointer Sisters were there when they were there, and they were like super excited that they could go do that last minute. So,
yeah, it's really great. And I was thinking about this yesterday. I was working on kind of segments for emails for different types of clients, like room only clients, clients with packages, clients with a dining plan, that kind of thing. And I was trying to think of a way to make sure that I can add in what festival is going on and different activities that are inside of the festival, because you don't really know if you're kind of a first timer or you're new to the Disney scene what the festivals are, what's going on, because you just kind of walk in and there's stuff happening all around you. So making sure you're breaking it down and making sure that your clients know about like the free activities, the activities that might appeal to really young kids or to adults, things like that.
One thing, and Sam, I know you've had Alpha Gal in the past too. One thing that I like about Flower and Garden as someone with Alpha Gal is there are a lot of plant-based booth options. So that's something to think about too in terms of your clients. Like, review those foodie guides, look at the different things that are available. Like, I kept scrolling through the foodie guide and there's a like a super yummy lunchbox tart at Woody's Lunchbox, which I'm also very excited about. But like, look at those things and tell your clients about them, because that's just a level of service that you can be offering that is something they don't have to research. It saves them time. It tells them what's available. So yeah.
Yeah,
Chrissy?
I was gonna say, as someone with food allergies, I love the foodie guides too, because they don't tend to release the allergy version at the same time, but you can sometimes look and see like, oh, this was there last year, so it's probably the same. I would never guarantee it for a client. Like, you want to always make sure that they are aware that they should be probably double checking while they're in the parks and asking for ingredient lists and everything. But in general, you can sometimes give them a good idea of what is maybe gonna suit their allergy based on last year if things are the same, which often there's things that repeat. So
True.
yeah.
I'm learning, like, I'm not learning this, but I'm relearning this, that Disney is this huge, huge entity that people don't understand, that don't like dedicate their entire life to understanding what is in it, what to do. And because you have people that are on like this huge spectrum of, oh, I want to go to Harry Potter World, um, or you have people that don't know what a park hopper ticket is. I mean, so
I've had some interesting conversations recently about virtual queue, because they thought that like virtual queue, they thought there was a virtual queue for most of the rides and that they could just join a bunch of virtual queues. And I'm like, no, 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 no. There's only like 2 VQs for the whole shebang. So, I mean, yeah, like, write down the questions your clients are asking you, because those are the things people don't know about Disney World. And that means that's content for you, that's things you can be sharing.
and finding that balance of sharing the right amount of information and not oversharing where it's overwhelming is kind of difficult, but kind of like spacing it out, grouping things together that makes sense is what I'm working on.
Yeah. I think finding the right, not just the right amount of information, but the right medium to deliver it in is important too. Because like, Sam, I know you make a lot of like PDFs and guides and certain things. I don't do as much of that because I feel like my Disney experience is going to be the only thing they're going to be want to look at once they're in the parks. That I'm like, I can do a great job if their itinerary says like, hey, here's what time you should be leaving for the parks in the morning. But I'm also experimenting with like sending a nightly text message now that you can schedule texts in iMessages and stuff. Sending nightly text messages that say like, hey, if you plan to rope drop, here's the best time to leave your resort in the morning. So finding the right medium to deliver the information, I think, is also a key piece of that, because there's so many ways that people like, it's not only information overload, it's all the different places you can get the information to.
True. Well, with that, any final thoughts for Wednesday? All right. Well, we hope you guys have an excellent Wednesday and Thursday, and we'll be back here on Friday morning. Let us know what you're working on. We want to know. And if you haven't, you can find us on the Facebook group, which is the Happiest Things TA Bestie community. I'll link it in our stories if you want to join us over there.
We just a comment. Somebody said, Magic Making Mama just said she found the podcast and binged all the episodes. So we hope you enjoyed those. Yesterday's was all about lead magnets. So be sure to check that out.
Yep. Good morning. Thank you for commenting. All right, you guys, we will talk to you on Friday. So until then, have a great week and we'll see you then.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thanks so much for listening to Before You Plan the Magic, a podcast with a mission to help you grow in confidence, creativity, and customer service within your travel business.
Like what you hear and want to connect on a deeper level? Join us on Instagram at the Happiest Things Collective.